Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Chatting with Chops. We're going to try and see if we can make some CopyCat red lobster biscuits today. So in order to make our CopyCat red lobster cheddar bay biscuits, the cheesy biscuits, we only need a few ingredients to start off with. So the first thing we want to do is preheat our oven to 450 degrees. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 cups of regular Bisquick into our bowl. We're going to put half a cup of cold water. And then we're going to put 3/4 of a cup of sharp cheddar cheese. And then we're going to mix that together. Next thing we're going to do is roll out our dough, and I have a little bit of flour here that I'm just going to use for my countertop so that my dough won't stick. Okay, I'm going to roll this out. I'm going to need to incorporate it a little bit more. My mixer did what it could, but now I need to help it out a little bit. Right, now we're going to see if we can flatten this out. The recipe says to get it about 3/4 of an inch thick. You can use a rolling pin if you want to, but I find a lot of times it's just easier for me to use my hands to kind of get it out to the thickness that I'm looking for. Recipe also says you should be able to make about 8 of them. So let's see, I think I've got that kind of where I want it. Let's see if I can. All right, and then what I'm going to do, because I want my biscuits to be a little bit smaller, I'm going to use a 2.5 inch cutter. So, and then I'm just going to set those on my cookie sheet. I'm not exactly sure how many I'll get, but I usually like to try and stick with the thickness that the recipe wants first and then see how many I end up with. Well, that's pretty good. We're up to 6 already. So I'm just going to put this back together. All right, and we have our oven preheating at 450 degrees. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my oven and I'm going to cook them for about 8 to 10 minutes. I want them to be nice and golden brown on the top. So I'll bring you back and let you see what they look like. We're just going to melt our butter. I want to get it a little bit more melted, and then I'm going to start adding my seasonings. All right, so we're going to add 1 teaspoon of parsley. Make sure we get all the parsley. Okay. And then we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then the last thing we're going to add is our 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. So we got a lot of great herbs going on in this butter. We're just going to get it melted all the way and then set it off to cool a little bit while our biscuits are cooking. Don't those look fantastic? They turned out fabulous. So now we're going to put our wonderful herby butter on them. I'm going to move them onto my cooling rack. And you see I've got the cooling rack and then I've put a platter underneath it because I'm about to dump a whole bunch of butter on top of it. And that's just going to make a big old mess out of my counter. Oh, those are gorgeous. All right. There you go. Once these have cooled off a little bit, I'll bring you back and we'll cut into one and see what it looks like. Well, I've let them cool off and I've decided I was going to cut into the biggest one first so y'all could see it. They turned out really, really wonderful. I think they're gorgeous. And I would say personally, I think they're spot on with the way they look. So we're going to cut into one and see how it tastes. I wish you guys could smell how fabulous it smells. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at that. All right, let's see how it tastes. Yes, that is wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will keep making wonderful bakes for you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoy this video. Please check out my channel for other baking videos that I have. And shout out to my subscriber, Sunny. I hope you enjoyed this one.